Hey Grace family, and welcome back to our Midweek check-in. So last Sunday, we looked at Philippians chapter 3, verses 12 through 14. And Paul's talking about this whole idea of pressing on and really pressing in to Jesus. And so we ended our conversation last Sunday talking about evaluating. What race are we running? What are the things we're striving after? What are we pursuing? And in places of our life where we aren't pursuing Jesus, we need to align to Scripture and press on and press into Jesus. And one of the things we talked about was having the right attitude. And the opposite of the right attitude is a selfish contentment. It just says, I'm good in my walk, I'm okay, I'm going to coast for a little bit. And it's in that selfish contentment that we can tend to lean away from pressing on and pressing into Jesus. And we can lean towards to pressing into the things of this world. And so it's within that line of thinking. I've got a quote from A.W. Tozer. It's in his book called The Root of the Righteous, and he says this. He says, religious complacency is encountered almost everywhere among Christians these days. For every Christian will become at last what his desires have made him. We are all the sum total of our hungers. The great saints have all had thirsting hearts. Their cry has been, my soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? That's Psalm 42:2. And so I just wanted to meet you in the middle of your week. As your week is underway and you're kind of feeling the weight of your world, let's take a moment and remember, what is it that I'm hungering for? What am I striving after? And in any place that it's not Jesus, we need to realign and come back to pressing on and pressing into Jesus. You know, as he says, if we really are the sum total of our hungers, let's make sure we are hungering for and desiring Jesus most. Because when that happens, he's going to continue to mold us and shape us into his likeness. And it's there that we're really going to discover that life of joy. So church, looking ahead at this next Sunday, we're going to move forward into verses 15 and 16. Paul's going to talk more about how we think and how we become more like Christ. And we're also going to be having our communion. We're going to be breaking bread, a Lord's Supper this week. And so come expectant for that. We're going to have a prayer team in place, ready to pray over you, over anything and everything. And between now and then, don't forget to remember to hunger for Christ more than anything. Press on and press into Jesus and just allow him to mold us and shape us into his likeness. So have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you Sunday morning at 9 a.m.